RAPPS. That makes sense. Religion. Assembly. It'll be easier for me like this. Press. Hold on.
Petition.
Petition. Petition. And speech. Thank you for this.
No, thank you. You're making Apopka look great after your chief made it look quite bad. So this is a public service. I'm not sure if you guys spotted this sign, but it says, please sign in with reception and provide your driver's license. The registration process will go faster.
Hi, sir.
How can I help you?
I'm going to the clerk's office. Oops. I do. Hey.
You know me.
Are you a sergeant with the Apopka Police?
I am.
I've got a question. If somebody came up to you and asked you a question, but you didn't know the answer to it, would you make a good faith effort to find out the answer to the question?
100%.
The First Amendment of the Constitution, it secures 5 fundamental freedoms to we the people. Could you tell me what those 5 freedoms are?
I do not know. I would have to Google that and look it up for you.
You have to make that good faith
Yes,
effort.
I would make that.
Is this the chief?
Yes, sir.
Chief, could I have a word?
Excuse me.
How you doing today? You don't have a time for a question?
What's that?
If somebody had a question for you and you didn't know the answer, would you make a good faith effort to find the answer to that question?
Always.
The First Amendment of the Constitution, it secures 5 fundamental freedoms to we the people. Could you tell me what those 5 freedoms are?
No, sir. Have a good day.
Chief,
Sir, I have to
the
do
question
somewhere.
was about good faith.
I know. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. No good faith from the chief. Wow. Did she leave?
Yes, she did.
Thank you. Cool. Sergeant. 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 Is it possible? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible I could give you an email address, or unless you have a card, just to follow up on that question?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Is the chief usually that disagreeable?
I'll give you my card.
Yeah.
And then you can send me, hey, how are you doing?
Is this, excuse me one second, is this the City of Apopka?
Yes, sir, it is. City of Apopka, City Hall.
Thank you.
All right, if you will email me
Yeah.
the question, I will
Yeah.
do my best and follow up with you.
I appreciate that, Miss
All
Walsh.
right.
Now, is the chief usually that disagreeable? It seemed like he was insulted by me even asking the question.
Well, no, sir. Absolutely not.
Well, you've seemed very friendly and happy to make that good faith effort.
You and I have actually spoke before.
Have we?
Yes, sir.
Were you at the desk or?
No. You send me emails. I see your sign on the good.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing.
Foshin. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it?
Foshin.
Foshin.
Yeah.
Yes. You and I have emailed before.
Oh, we have.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
well,
sir.
I'm sorry, my memory's not as good as it
Not
used
a worry.
to be.
Not a worry. All right. Email me and I will follow up with you.
I
Okay.
appreciate that. Now, it just seemed like he was real standoffish about the whole thing. And do you think that having a conversation about the people's rights is something to be
Tell
confrontational
you
about?
what, if you will give me an email, I will do my good faith effort and get you the correct answer.
Yeah, no, I was talking about the chief, though. You know what I mean?
Yes,
mean,
I do.
I'm not
I do.
talking about you because you've been great. So
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you
it's
so
just,
much.
it's troubling. It's troubling, and these are our God-given rights. These are rights that you guys swore to uphold. And it just seems like if we can't have a conversation with the police about the rights they swore to uphold, we're heading in a scary direction, don't you think?
Well, if you will email me, I will give you my response.
I certainly will, and I appreciate you taking the time.
Yes, sir. And say your
Foshin.
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 I did look that up one time. It's a Greek.
It is, yes.
Yes, because I looked you up to see what that actually meant. So,
Yeah.
all right. Thank you so much.
You take care,
All right, you
okay?
have a
Be
great
safe,
day.
all right?
Thank you, sir.
Well, they know the history of it a little bit, like what was there.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to in the chocolate store. I had a really nice Cuban girl work with me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, good people.
There you go.
And where would that be?
Okay, you take the elevator to the second floor. When you get off, all the way to the right. Are
Thank
you
you.
gonna go to the clerk's office now?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
head to the clerks.
Go ahead.
Appreciate that. And what was your
The
name?
elevator to the second floor. When you get off, all the way to the right.
Thank you very much. What was your name again?
Why you need my name?
Just to be courteous and friendly.
Joe.
You guys compel my name, right?
Joe.
Joe, do you have a card?
No, they
You
don't
don't
give
have a
me a card.
No?
No.
Okay. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing pretty good. Did you find it troubling at all that they compel you to give them your ID when you come into the building?
What do you mean, like?
Well, like we're supposed to have rights, right?
Yeah.
Our Fourth Amendment rights, so
Yeah.
that be private in our papers, and it just seems like it's like a papers please situation where they want to know who we are to come into the city hall.
Well, I know.
pay a lot
I
of
think they're
taxes
just
here, you
trying-
know what I mean?
I think they're just trying to vet people through, maybe like in case, like at least they know your information. Let's say me and you came in and did something crazy,
Yeah,
that we're not, hopefully, but,
I'm not.
no, I'm not. So, but let's say we did, now they got who the hell we are.
Yeah,
Gotta kind of look at it from their angle too.
yeah, I don't know. It just seems like a slippery slope, you know.
You're asking for ID.
Yeah, asking
I
for
know.
ID. I mean, we're supposed to have rights in this country.
No, I know.
So-
I know. I hear you, buddy.
Hello,
Hey there, how you doing?
how are you?
Better than I deserve.
How can I help
Could I make a public records request?
you? Yes, we do the, on our online portal.
Pardon me? What am I recording? I'm recording the public records process.
No, it's okay. Okay. Sorry about it.
Does it, is there a problem?
I don't want to go anyone's recording.
Well, best to not engage with me, and then, then attention won't be brought to you. What was your name, miss? Mm-hmm. Pardon me? Thank you. You spilt your latte.
It's not real. Okay, so if you go to our website, www.apopka.net, you go to City Clerk and click on Public Records. That's where you would like do your request, and it goes through the portal, so it's automatically sent to the correct staff that needs to address it and get us whatever documents you're looking for.
Is Susan available?
No, she's not here at the moment.
She's not in the building?
No, she's not in the building at all.
Is it possible to just, I mean, I'm standing in the clerk's office. Is it possible to make my request here in person?
You can. It'll still be put into the portal.
That's okay.
So that's
I mean,
how you'll receive
I'm here, so
information.
that's okay.
Okay.
That's probably even better.
If you wanna.
That I receive it that way, at least. Thank you.
Mhm.
Actually, can I put a separate request under that?
Yes, you can. Mm-hmm.
Actually, maybe you'd even know without asking for a record, because I'm not sure there'd be a record for it. I noticed that when I came in the building, they're compelling you to give your ID, and the last time I was here, I'm not sure if you and I spoke or not. I remember taking your card, but I think I might have spoke to Susan. When did that policy begin where we're violating the citizens' Fourth Amendment rights to enter City Hall?
Well, to take your ID and have you sign in, that's been at least, I can't tell you exactly when, but the mayor and his staff implemented that policy, so.
The mayor.
That'll be a
Wow.
question for him.
How do you figure I could phrase that question so I would get a record back and not something non-responsive?
I can't coach you on how to
Well,
phrase questions.
Yeah, well, I'm not asking you to coach me. I'm just looking for the best way to phrase it, so I'm not wasting both of our times. So you know what I mean? You can't offer any guidance on that?
No, I can't. That's coaching on how to ask your request.
It's just asking a question, miss. I mean, it's not coaching. Do you know what that program is called that they use for the sign-in process?
For the photo ID?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but that can be something that you put in your request.
Just make sure that's all legible.
Okay. Insurance. Okay. Yes. It's all so just make sure you check your email because that's where all the communication will be.
Do you guys use just FOIA or do you use GovQA?
Civic Plus.
Not familiar with that one.
In a few minutes, you'll receive a notification that your request was received because I'm going to log it into the portal, and so that's when you'll start seeing the timeline of events for it.
All right, very good. Well, then I won't ask for a timestamp copy because it sounds like I'm going to get a confirmation shortly.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much for your
welcome.
time.
You're welcome.
Interesting that that Miss Walsh, Sergeant Walsh, she was interested in my name enough to make a search for it. So, curious what the motivation behind behind that is. Is it just a matter of wanting to know the origin of a name, or is it something more? I'm not sure what the word I'm groping for is, but yeah. Real disappointing conversation with the chief there, though. He obviously, there's no good faith. There's no good faith with him. It's disconcerting, to say the least.
Ya se listo, te vamos a dar una llamada, ¿ok? Ok, gracias. Tenga buen día. Gracias. Yes, sir, how can I help you?
How you doing today?
Fine, how can I help you?
Could I have the chief's business card?
We don't have the chief business card with me to give you business card for records.
Could I have the chief's email address?
Okay, there you go, sir.
And what was his name?
Your Chief Mike McKinley.
Mike McKinley. Does he happen to be here?
I don't believe so, sir. If you want to, you can dial 789 for a secretary.
I watched him walk in the building. I just wanted to see if you were going to be honest with me. Is he available?
No, sir.
How do you know he's not available?
Because you'd have to go through a secretary. You can dial 789 to get to a secretary. Anything else I can help you with?
Gotcha.
No, that's it, man. I appreciate it.
All right. I did exactly what I said. I went and did my Google search.
I appreciate that.
The 5 freedoms that the First Amendment protects is freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of assembly, and freedom of the right to petition government.
That's absolutely right. Yeah.
Come on now.
I
Come on. I
appreciate
told
that.
you
I
I'd do
sincerely
it.
appreciate that.
Yes,
I
sir.
wish.
I just
wish-
sent you an email too. I pulled up one of your old emails
Thank
from
you.
me,
Thank
and
you.
so I sent
Yeah.
it to you in an email as well.
I sincerely appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Now, Sergeant Walsh, can I have that piece of paper?
Oh yeah, certainly. Oh my gosh, you're taking away my cheat sheet. Okay.
Well, no, then.
No, I'm kidding.
No,
I should know that when you asked me that.
You should.
Absolutely, that should be. I know I learned that in school somewhere, and I know that, but I don't want to misquote you and give you the wrong information.
Well, I appreciate that.
So it's better for
And I'm
you
not-
to be prepared to give you the
I
right
appreciate that.
information.
And I'm not out here to bust anybody's balls or make anybody look foolish, but I just think it's important. I think
It is
it's-
very important, and I agree with you.
And I think that having conversations like this are just as important. And when the chief treated me like that, that you're doing a lot to save your department, saving a lot of face because you're making the good faith effort that you said you would make.
Absolutely.
He said the same thing, and then he acted as if I was beneath him or something. So, the chief's going to have to pay for that through the court of public record, public opinion. But Sergeant Walsh, you are going to pay a different price, and it's going to be high praise.
Well,
Maybe not for knowing it in the moment, but certainly for making that good faith effort. Because that's what the question's about. It's not about if you know this thing. It's about will you make this good faith effort.
I will absolutely make a good faith effort, and I want to give you the correct information, but I will freely admit at one point in my life, I'm sure I studied that. I'm sure I knew the information, but to have it immediate response for you when you asked me,
Well,
I did
hopefully you and I have the occasion to run into each other again.
You come around about every 6 months. I get your emails about every 6 months.
I come around. So,
yes, sir.
There's an acronym, and maybe you could share with everybody in the department.
Oh, please.
It makes it much easier.
Let's write it down because you can't trust my memory. Here, hand me that
It
pen,
won't
please.
reach.
This one.
Wow,
Okay.
The acronym is RAPS, R-A-P-P-S.
All right.
Religion, assembly, petition, trust, and speech.
R-A-P-P-S. That makes sense. Religion, assembly. It'll be easier for me like this. Press. Hold on.
Petition.
Petition. Petition. And speech. Thank you for this.
No, thank you. You're making Apopka look great after your chief made it look quite bad, so.
Well, I told you I would make a good faith effort. And
So did he, though.
absolutely.
So did he, though, you know what I mean?
Well, he just hasn't had time to respond to you
Wow,
yet, so.
yeah, well,
But,
he has no opportunity to respond because he ran away before I gave him an avenue to respond, you know what I mean? There's people that seem genuinely interested in wanting to help. You're one of those people. You appear to me to be one of those people, and I commend you for
I
that.
absolutely try.
Right, Sergeant,
You're good. Come on
I
in.
don't
All
wanna
right.
take
Yeah, no
this.
worries. All right.
You
No
have a good
worries.
day
Thank
and
you
be
so
safe,
much.
okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hi,
Can I help you? Yes, sir.
I called them earlier and they didn't answer.
Commendations to Sergeant Walsh. I have had some email correspondence with her in the past, although I can't remember what specifically it was about. I think it was actually about their training record that they sent me a $2,000 invoice to be able to look at, but that's neither here nor there. What does matter is that she did what she said she was going to do. Make that good faith effort. That's all that I'm asking for here, and that's all that, that's all that they agreed to in the question was, if you don't know, would you make the effort? And obviously I'm beating a dead horse here. Obviously she made that good faith effort, and the chief didn't. He's not interested in making a good faith effort if it's an uncomfortable question that makes him look foolish. And chief, it made you look foolish. You look like a fool, but you look like a fool not for not knowing, chief, but for blowing the whole situation off as if it doesn't matter, as if the question's beneath you. It's not beneath you, sir. You swore an oath to protect it. Period. End of story. You swore an oath to protect it. Honor your fucking oath. We're out here today to ensure our natural rights are respected by those who swore an oath to support, protect, and defend the rights of the people. The purpose of all interactions is to peacefully promote government accountability and transparency. Please like, share, and subscribe so this message can reach as many people as possible. I implore you to peacefully seek redress to any and all of your grievances. This is a public service.